you said, this is Bruce's show, you know, because I watched him play in high school. I watched every game he played. He was an exciting player. And, you know, I enjoy watching football. And I just wish all your guys the best. You know, everybody, we all came through this place here and tried to make the best of it that we could. This is where our foundation is. You know, I go everywhere, everybody asks me, you know, yeah, you went to school with Bruce Harper, and John Travolta from here, and all from us. I said, yeah. And I want y'all to know that y'all can come right behind us and do just as good as we did. That's right. That's right. Y'all can do it, man. You know, the examples they set here, and you know, it's education. So you're gonna have something to fall back on, and you know, just put it on the map. That's what I want to do, is put Inglewood on the map to show we can play with the best in the world. And that's how you got to think, you know. And don't judge your team by what your record is. Just play hard all the way to the end, and things will come your way, you know, because the bottom goes to the top, and the top goes to the bottom. And you like the top better. So, you know, strive to be the best you can. And, you know, if you have any questions, you know, I'm a basketball player, but you know, from Bruce, I know about football.
I know something about basketball. Well, let me tell you, like Ruby and myself, you know, it all started right here. And when I was in high school, you know, I wasn't an outstanding, you know, all-star player. You know, I was there. I had time, and, you know, I developed as time went on. My first year, my second year here, I got to play a little varsity. Junior year, a little bit more. By the time I was a senior, you know, it was my job, you know. And but this is where it started because, like I said, I didn't have Pop Warner football when I was coming up. So this is the first real organized place that I had football. And like I said, my game developed. You know, I wasn't the top guy, but I got better and better and better as time went on. And I had great memories and relationships with all the guys and stuff like that. But later on, I realized I have so many regrets. I have so many regrets. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed for a couple of reasons. I'm disappointed in my high school time, number one, because we didn't win. You know, you heard some of the bad records. We didn't win, man. You know, we always had the horses, but we did not win. We won few games in all 4 of my years here in high school. We didn't win in basketball. I mean, in football. We won in basketball. But I was really disappointed because we had great players. You know, Dennis Tinsley, Curtis Walls, Curtis Cavaniss, you know, Bosco. You know, so many guys. There were so many guys. And we had the horses, but we didn't win. We could have, but we didn't. And I often ask myself, why didn't we win? Right? And I have a theory on it. I have an idea. But just like in football, for me, you know, I used to have a good brain. I'm intellectual. I can be. I'm not handicapped in that way. But I was a very, 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 very poor student. I had it, I could have, but I didn't. Just like the football team. We had it. We could have, but we didn't. And for me, in my opinion, I think what happened a lot of times on the football field why we didn't win was because mentally, you know, we weren't disciplined enough, in my opinion. We didn't do what we were supposed to do as far as getting our rests. We didn't know our study, our plays enough. You know, there were a few reasons we didn't win. We'd have the best players and go get beat by, you know, Fort Lee or Tenafly. And it was like very, very frustrating. And I think that I know we were physically capable, but mentally, you know, we got outsmarted. We got outsmarted. We let our emotions get in the way. You know, we get a bad call, then we let our emotions get in the way for the next 3 plays. And, you know, football is a thinking game. You know, it's physical, but it's also a thinking game. You know, you got to be smart, man. You know? You got to be smart playing football. You got to be smart in doing everything. You got to be smart in school. Like I said, I didn't do it. I had it in there, but I didn't do it. And those are my 2 biggest regrets. when it came to my high school days. And pretty much the same thing happened when I went on to play college. Sophomore year, I got to play a lot more varsity, and by the time I was a senior, I was the man. That's really funny. Yeah, by the time I was a senior, I got to play, and I got a lot more accolades and everything. And so the football part was going great, but mentally, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Education-wise, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I had it in there, but I didn't. In my 4 years of college, I got 2 years worth of credits. See, I was smart enough to know that if I registered for school and go to a certain point, all the classes, I could drop the class, and then it wouldn't affect my grade point average, and I'd still be eligible.
Coach Kanzer and Ms. Bickham, please pick up your ceremonial flowers in the main office in the North Building. Coach Kanzer and Ms. Bickham, please come to the North Building main office to pick up your ceremonial flowers. Thank you.
Yeah, I was smart enough, I was intellectual enough to know how to beat the system, so to say. But in reality, I let the system beat me. So in my 4 years of school there, I got 2 years worth of schooling. But I graduated top honors when it came to football. And it's all about what I focused on. It was all about what I wanted to do. It was both physical and mental. He also mentioned that you have to have something to fall back on. I say that the sports, I think that should be secondary, the education should be primary. It's kind of hard to do, I guess, but look, what you learn in your brain, you can keep longer than what you can do in your body. Because break a knee, whatever, shows whatever, you done, right? But you got to at least count as equal your education, right? Yeah, we can make a big living and all that stuff playing football, but long-term education is the thing. I think about my wife, education, bringing in knowledge and stuff. And I think when you're educated, you can appreciate more of life, believe it or not. I didn't know all of this until after I had lived, And I just think about my wife, and for example, she's a football fan. She likes football. She gets crazy, Jets and all that stuff. And so we could be watching the game, and the quarterback gets sacked. And she said, man, he stinks. He stinks, She doesn't understand that if the linemen had done their job and taken the right steps, right, and if the running back had gotten the right position to block that line or didn't blow his assignment, then the quarterback would have had time to throw the ball. See, we know that. We understand football, right? We can appreciate beautiful play when everybody's blocking assignment is done right. We can appreciate when a guy runs a touchdown, punt and kick return. We can appreciate that. You understand that language, right? So we appreciate watching football much better than even my wife, right? And that's the same thing with education. If you educate yourself about a lot of different things, you can enjoy a lot more of life. In your history class, you learned about Greece and all the history in Greece. And you had a chance to go to Greece, and you said, oh yeah, that's the Parthenon or whatever. I'm not sure what all that stuff. But if you're educated about it, you'll have more, you'll appreciate it more, right? If you know a little bit about the ecosystem, if you know about the trees and the seasons, if you understand how cement is made, if you understand all of that stuff, wherever you turn, you can appreciate it. You can appreciate it, man. And I think all of us want to be happy. We all want to feel a sense of fulfillment, right? There is satisfaction in education. There is satisfaction in education. There's satisfaction in sports, just like that. The more you know about your game, and I hope you guys are ready for this game, the more you know about your game, your plays, and the more you're prepared for that, the better you're going to do on the football field. It's the same thing. They go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. And I really do believe, everybody's not going to win every game. Everybody's not going to win every game. But I believe wholeheartedly that if you do the very best that you can, physically and mentally, on the football field, you can feel like a winner. You know, the score is one thing, but I think you can have great satisfaction in leaving it all out on the football field. That's what we want you guys to do. We want you to learn how to leave it all out on the football field. We want you to learn how to educate yourself and feel satisfaction